Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
But I know for a fact every single girl has had a friend that thinks that everybody fancies them, and it's like so funny but so cringe at the same time, because like you'd be walking around the Arndale and they'd be like, oh, why is everyone looking at me? Like, oh, I can't go anywhere without everyone looking at me, and you'd just be like, but what about they looking at me though? But like you'd never ever be able to say that, and you could never say that because they're never looking at you, that they was always looking at them. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I actually started to think, like, am I clapped? Because, like, why is everybody always looking at her? Like, I actually started to believe it. I actually become as delusional as she did. But you need to watch them Friends, because they will kiss your boyfriend.
Well, that took a weird turn right at the end, and I'm not here to argue your point because yes, some women, including some of your friends, will try to get your boyfriend, but how did you get from completely delusional, everyone's looking at her, to she's gonna try to steal your boyfriend? Or was that really the point you were trying to make?
I have an unconventional take. I do believe women should be the ones not getting into relationships until they are quote unquote at the top, until they have not reached their peak, until they have not become the woman they want to be and lived the life they want to live and haven't gained a sense of routine, like until they haven't become routinated and have a sense of confidence and just experience with bringing their ideas and visions and goals to life, until they haven't reached a certain momentum which they can hold and maintain. Because I do believe the risk is big that a woman at this point, if she hasn't reached that point, will settle. Will settle for a life a man can provide or a feeling a man can give her which she cannot yet create for herself. So what she does not know where she's at is that she might surpass him. She might have the ability to surpass him, his success, his timeline, if she commits and devotes deeply to herself instead of investing into that man. And I'm not saying investing into a man is something you should not do or is the wrong path. Not at all. It just, you're betting on a man, you're not betting on yourself. Just be aware of that. And if you invest in something, you don't know what you're getting out of it. With this awareness, do whatever you want.
Wipe and then make sure you flush. And yes, I know, fail. Why were we listening to the routinated woman? Ah, well, cause she made me laugh. Go ahead, judge me. You don't know what you get on that investment. It's probably one of the few investments you know for sure what you get in return. You get someone that's gonna be by your side who doesn't even need words. Whenever you're looking at him, his eyes alone would say, I got you. Make sure you get to the top until you become routinated. Realistically, if you ever get to the top, the earliest you're gonna get to the top is gonna be in your mid to late 30s. Okay, so fair enough. What until then? You advise women to still date but not commit to a man? You advise women to get one night stands, hookups, or just become nuns until they get to the top, if they ever do? And at the same time, what about me? Not even what do I get in return, but what am I supposed to do until you get to the top? Am I just gonna be sitting down on my corner being all good boy and just wait for you to maybe get to the top? That's gonna take me like what, maybe 15, 20 years? This is who you ladies listen to? This is who you take advice from? Cause what could possibly go wrong, right?
I recently read that one of the healthiest things that a woman can do for her mental health is to protect her whimsy. Not her image, not her productivity, but her whimsy, which I don't think there's any scientific evidence to back this claim just yet, but does there need to be? So, whimsy is basically the belief that life can still surprise you, that you have angels, there's alignment, there's luck, whatever you want to call it, quietly working in your favor. And in a world that is constantly trying to harden women and people in general, telling us to be realistic, be unbothered, be grounded, is there anything wrong or weak with being enchanted? Because it takes a lot of strength to believe in good things. So we have to protect our whimsy.
Yeah, you ladies go ahead and do that. I think I'm gonna stick with realistic. Realistic expectations are exactly the reason why life is not surprising you all that much. Whimsy, on the other hand, I mean, yeah, sure, I've never tried it, but I also do know for sure I never will. Oh, but how do you know it's bad if you never tried it? And you know, fair point, but I also never tried cat food, and also I know for sure I will never will.
Are there any other girls who were like afraid of men from a young age? Like, I hated having a male swim teacher because I did not want him to see me in my swimsuit. I didn't even like my dad seeing me in dresses. And like, I've had this fear of men my whole life, I guess. Like, I don't know if fear is the right word, but I genuinely have felt like I don't want them to see me at all. And I still don't really like the idea of men seeing me. Like, yes, I do, because I love male attention. But no, I do not, because I know how they're gonna, like, think about me. And it's like, if you even show up wearing a cute, girly, slutty outfit and you make eye contact with a man, he's like, oh, wow, she wants me. And it's like, I just looked at you on accident and now you think I want to you? Oh my god.
The majority of men will not think you want to F them. The majority of men will break eye contact just in case you do want to F them. The majority of men are convinced, and for good reasons, that nose rings do come with mental disorders. And you just proved that. You don't like the idea of men seeing you, oh wait, you do because you enjoy male attention. This is exactly what happens when you skip your medication.
Things that I think that are inherently misogynistic. Highways and freeways. Highways and freeways were actually originally meant to benefit 9 to 5 commuters, which were like almost 100% men back when they were created. And back in the day, and even to this day, mothers especially that have to run errands for the family have to spend more gas, time, and money commuting than their male counterparts do.
Also, highways and freeways simply hate women. Here's a crazy idea for you then, princess. Stop using them. Go to wherever place you have to run errands to on horseback. Or replace all that Finnish gobbledygook with a simple thank you. You men build us highways and freeways, thank you.
Public restrooms, especially at concerts or festivals. Whenever there's public gendered restrooms, the woman's line is like 30 million times longer, and that's because it's equal but not equitable. There's the same amount of stalls in both lines without taking into account the needs that women take longer in the bathroom and have more bathroom needs than men do.
Well, then consider other women and stop spending half an hour looking at yourself in the mirror in a public restroom. You're gonna look exactly the same as you did when you went in, and no one's looking at you anyway. Thank you, men, for creating public restrooms and installing mirrors, which was a bad idea, obviously, into those public restrooms.
Period products not being free, and a lot of places that condoms are free. Women's uniform bottoms whenever they're white, because why would a woman ever design a uniform bottom to be white knowing we have periods? The beauty industry as a whole, especially plastic surgery and diet culture. Ozempic, specifically for weight loss. 8 hours of sleep being the standard. That was the standard for men, not women. Women need more sleep.
Get off TikTok and go to sleep. Gen Z is spending on average 8 to 10 hours a day on social media. How the f did you turn sleeping into a misogynistic thing?
As a woman, please understand that men respond to silence, not neediness. When you send a man paragraphs on paragraphs, if anything, it's just gonna feed his ego even more. Versus if, for example, you guys break up and then 6 months after the breakup, he texts you and you don't even respond, that silence is just going to make him want you even more. Here's a tip to make sure that you stay silent. If you really feel like you need to send all those paragraphs, just type it in the app here instead of actually sending it. And do not break that zero contact. Why would I break that streak when they respond better to silence? So please understand that silence is a superpower for you.
She is right. Hey, when she's right, she's right. I mean, it's a known fact. Everyone knows men hate silence. That's why even in relationships, silent treatment works wonders. For example, if the two of you break up and he's texting you 6 months, okay, what if he doesn't? Then your entire point is not only invalid, but useless. Ladies, this is why this crap doesn't work. Because you're thinking, what will a woman do? What does a woman hate? Silence. She hates being ignored, so that must mean that men also hate silence. I'm gonna tell women what men want based on what women want. Do we see the problem yet?
So this bloke wants to know why it bothers me that so many people put St. George flags up to showcase their bigoted views against anyone that isn't white. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, Ben. I don't like the racism or oppression against other people. I feel like that's universal now. I don't like bigoted people. I don't like people who spew hate. And that is what this movement is doing. Does that make sense to you? Do you get that? Do you need me to write it down? I can go through it a little bit slower for you if you want. Yeah?
Another known fact, use a patronizing tone when you're speaking to men. That's gonna make them listen to you even more. What's your opinion on RAPE gangs, princess? Oh, you don't have one? Yeah, didn't think so. Now, if any British man or a woman is watching this, question for you, maybe you can solve this mystery for me. Who decided that St. George's flag is problematic? Let's say it like that. This is what I found online, and if you're British and if you can take a moment, please educate me. The flag of St. George represents England as its national flag, symbolizing English identity, history, and heritage. It originates from the Crusades, signifying Christian protection, and is associated with St. George, the patron saint of England, representing courage and patronage. I'm failing to see the problem, but then again, I'm not from England. Again, please educate me. What am I missing?
I hate the patriarchy. I hate the patriarchy as much as the next person, but one thing about me is that I actually dislike men as people. It's not just the system. It's all of you. It's literally all of you. And I don't believe that I should like men or respect men unless they've proven to me that it's safe to be around them. Because while it is not all men, it's always men. It's always men. You hardly ever see a female pedophile.
Even if that was true, hardly see a woman PDF file. As soon as you recognize they exist, it's not always men, is it? Unfortunately for young boys, it's not even hardly see a woman actualizing young boys. Not a single day goes by without having a female teacher falling madly in love with a 11 years old. And it's an increasing number. So no, it's not hardly see a woman doing that. It's just that you want to protect those women. We want to see those men burn alive. You want to protect those women. That's the difference right there.
More of you girls need to start acting your weight. You heard that correctly. Act your weight. Because if you are 160 pounds, I don't want to see any attitude. I want you to be giving all that attitude to the treadmill.
Hi, I mean this in the nicest way possible. What did your mom do to you as a child that made you hate your body that bad? What did your ex-best friend do to you that made you hate women so much? Instead of posting this ass video on the internet, talk about your trauma to your therapist. You want to talk about weight? Your hatred towards women is weighing you down.
Now, ladies, play nice. See now, princess, you have some internalized misogyny yourself. I mean, she was talking about women and their weight. Fair enough, you can do that because, I don't know, reasons. You just jumped with a question, what did your mother did to you? Why did you assume it was her mother and not her father? Oh, you didn't have a father yourself? Oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But what did her best friend did to her? Again with the women? I thought we were supposed to be on the men side of TikTok. Get yourself together and get with the program. And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.